We've looked at figure 430. We're moving on. I'm on the bottom of page 232, and we're adding access titles to the primary and secondary vertical axis. So let's click the chart elements. Make sure you got this chart selected, and then click the chart elements button. And we want to put click the axis title checkbox. So see our axis title, and if there's not a check in there, put a check in there, and it'll give you an axis title. And then click the left axis title, select it. So click on that, select it. And we're going to type in net income. Give it a second to catch up with us there. There it is. Net income. Now, that's our descriptive title. And then with the left axis title still selected, let's change the font color, orange accent to darker 25%. So go back to where we changed that here. And orange accent darker 25%. You see where I'm at there? Let's change that. Whoops. Make sure it all gets changed, not just part of it. Okay, got it. The text now is correct in its formatting. Let's select the right axis title. Okay, and let's do the same thing here. We're going to type in, first of all, cases sold. So we're going to change the text, cases. Okay, that's the descriptive title, and then we're going to press the enter key, and we're going to move with the same kind of, remember how we did that one in orange? We're going to do the same thing here. So we'll select that and just hit the button up there because we've already selected the color, and you'll see that. Oh, but wait a second. We did that, but now we want to do not the orange. They want us to tie it in with this blue and this color here. So let's go ahead do that again. This time, instead of just pushing the button, we're going to come down here and we want to select the same value that we did for the line. So we'll tie in the blue line and the blue title. So they want me to go blue accent 1 darker 25%. So blue accent 1 darker 25%. Again, point over the color and the pop-up help will tell you whether you found the right one, and that looks nice. It does tie in well, so I'm pleased with what we've done. Now the last thing they want us to do, top of page 233, number 9, is click the horizontal axis title right here and hit the delete key. It's gone. Easy come, easy go. Let's modify the secondary axis title. So double click the secondary axis title over here. So this is our secondary axis title. And notice here where we have some title options there. And we should have a minimum here. Let's see here if I've got, let's right click on that. So I'm just going to right click, see what we can do here. Format axis title here. See what kind of options we got. Whoops. Okay. So we're looking to, what do they want us to do here? They want us to change the values here and do a minimum. So okay. Okay, so make sure, yeah, that you select the values there. So I had make sure that these are the same color as well. So line and right axis should be the same color, and so before we get going on, so I want to make sure that we got the same color here. I noticed I missed a spot, so make sure that's the same color. Come back over here, select that, and make sure that it is the orange 25% darker. There we go. Okay, so if you missed that, again, I needed to have those. I was looking at my screen capture, the secondary axis title and then the secondary axis data were not the same. I kind of had a moment there where I realized, whoops, we got to back up before we can move on with the bottom of 233. So let's let's look at the scale here. And if I double click that, you can see now where I've got the axis options. And what they want me to do is click that minimum box up here where it says 000. Click that minimum box. And change the values from 0.0 to negative 4,000. So let's do a negative 4,000. So minus 4, 1, 2, 3. And then press the Enter key. Notice the changes are immediately visible on your chart. And if you look at the screen capture figure 4-32 on page 234, you can see where we have indeed affected the changes that we wanted there. So yeah, that looks good. Okay. So we've done everything they want us to do, and again, I'm looking at it and I can't see anything that looks different on mine than looks different on page 234. We've completed the charts portion of the overview work chart. So they're going to provide a good overview of the financial picture of the winery, and like I said, Bob and Carol are wanting to open this winery. They're going to need those kind of charts to show potential investors or the bank. So this is again going to make an impression just like I did upon my boss Steve so many years ago. Save that work. Okay, good job everybody. Moving on, creating the line chart, page 235. Go to the yearly gross income worksheet. So come down here, yearly gross income worksheet, and we want to select the range B4 to C14. So B4 to C14. There you go. And on the ribbon, click the Insert tab. And we're going to do a line chart. So insert a line chart. Not a spark line, but a line chart. So let's look at charts. And insert a line chart. Pull that down there. And in the 2D line chart section, we want to click the line with markers. It's the first subtype in the second row. That's it right there. Okay, now we want to edit the chart's data source. So we're on page 236, and on the Chart Tools Design tab in the Data group, we want to select Data. So make sure that's so. We're going to select Data here. So again, we're so I want to do the data here. Okay, so make sure again you're on the Design tab and you select Data. Okay, and when you push the Select Data button, the Select Data Source dialog box opens. Note that the year is selected as a legend. Okay, it's got a check mark in it, and the category values are simply by the numbers 1 through 10. So with the year selected, highlighted in gray, and the list of legend entries, click the Remove button. So we want to remove that. Okay. So the year's removed from the line chart. Now we're going to click the Edit button in the horizontal category. Over here, Edit, and you're going to specify that year should be used as the category values. So let's select the range B5 to B14. So type in B5 colon B14. And then we can click the OK button. There you go. So the values 2015 and 2024 now appear in the list of the category values. Whoops. Okay, so it should be B5 to B14. And then click the OK button there. And we should have those values. Okay, let's try that again. So we want to make sure this is selected, and select data there. So be there on the select data. Okay, again we had gross income year, we got rid of year, we removed that. Now we have gross income, we have these numbers over here. These are category values 1 through 10. And we're going to click the Edit button there. Okay, and we want to select the range B5 to B14. So B5 to B14. Got them? Okay. Excellent. And you can see the little sample preview there. So got it. Let's click OK. All right, now we're happier. We had to do it that certain way. So again, if you started keying it in, as I've done in past, like I did, it didn't work. So go back, try it again with an actual selection. And so my bad by continuing to do that and not selecting ranges. I've been keying it in, which you can do in many things in Excel, but in this particular example, we had to do it exactly as they lined us out. So on 237, take a look at that. You can say OK to that and take a look at that and see how it looks. So does it look the same way? We have year gross income over here. The values are the same. It looks good. We've got this worksheet over here. We got our chart. We've got everything that we need it to be. So, okay. It looks just like it should. So, we're going to create spark lines here. And, yeah, kind of drag this off of that data so you can see. Oops. Edit, undo. There we go. Grab this and just kind of move it a little bit so that it's not hanging out right there where it's blocking what we had just done. So, okay, we got the years displayed here. Everything's good. We're going to go ahead and go to page 239. We're going to start column spark line showing the 10-year period production plan, the overview worksheet. So go to the overview worksheet. So again, kind of go back to overview. We got a lot of worksheets out here. There it is. And select the range D29 to D34. So D29 to D34 up here. D29 to D34. So D29 to D34. There you go. And that's the location range into which you will insert the spark lines. Now let's click the Insert tab and the spark lines group. So let's go to Insert. So let's, my gosh, look at this. We've already got a 12-minute video. I'm going to stop right now, let you stretch, shake it off, and then we'll come back and finish this.